Well, it's now day 2 of the Sundance Film Festival, and the stars are bundled up for the event. And as you can see by her hat, so is our Amanda Blitz. She's in Park City, Utah tonight covering the festival. She joins us now live. Amanda, it's got to be cold. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be wearing that.
You know what? It's also the look. It's part of Sundance. You got to look a certain way. But the stars have definitely made it here. Yes, it is cold. It certainly drops overnight, so that's why I've got it, because it's still a lot to shoot tonight. A lot of stuff is happening. But last night we were on the red carpet for one of the many movies being showcased here at the festival.
Last name is really Blitz.
It really is Blitz. Don Cheadle was working the red carpet Thursday at the premiere of The Guard, one of 4 feature films to kick off Sundance.
You know, it's a very chilled atmosphere, and people are knowledgeable about the films, and it's, you know, an early one to sort of kick off the whole, you know, season of festivals, and it's great to be here in this setting and open with a film that we're really proud of.
That film is a black comedy about the relationship that blossoms between Brendan Gleeson as an Irish sergeant and Don Cheadle, an FBI agent on the trail of cocaine smugglers. Your character is a little, maybe corrupt, has an affection for prostitutes, has some interesting things. How did you research the role? What did you have to do to learn your character?
Many years of constant. I mean, this has been in the pipeline for a long time.
Even if his character is irreverent and often offends people, Gleeson says it's a role he couldn't pass up.
You know, the character, the writing in the character, there's no escaping it. Anybody who wouldn't take on that would be an absolute idiot.
For the writer and director John Michael McDonough, showcasing at the festival is a big stamp of approval.
First is a massive sense of relief, and then it gives you a massive boost of confidence. You're just walking around and you think, okay, I'm a legitimate filmmaker now, you know, I'm not just talking about it in a pub.
Cheadle says he liked that the comedy was dark, challenging, and pushed his boundaries. Just don't expect him to be pushing any athletic feats here at Sundance. Will we see you on the slopes?
Only if I'm tumbling down.
Me too. Thank you. Now, Nick, this isn't the only festival that's happening here in Park City. There is another one. It starts today and goes until the 27th, and it's called Slamdance. Box office moneymakers like Memento and Paranormal Activity are just 2 of Slamdance's many successes. Not bad for a festival created by a number of independent filmmakers who were rejected by Sundance in 1995. It's a way to now showcase their own work in Park City. The Slamdance offices are just up the road from the hustle and bustle of everything happening at Sundance. But in the 16 years that Slamdance has been taking place, co-founder Peter Baxter tells me he's never spoken to Robert Redford, although Redford has had plenty of things to say about Slamdance. In fact, just a couple of years after the festival's start, Redford referred to Slamdance as a parasite feeding off of his own. He has since changed his mind.
I have absolutely no problem with any additional showings for other product, because obviously it helps the filmmakers. So no, I don't feel that anymore.
Well, I think it's a very generous comment by Robert Redford, and after all, where would we all be without Robert Redford?
Baxter's festival has created a niche for itself, helping find distribution for films with a budget of less than $1 million. Slamdance is always seeking not necessarily the perfect film, but something that offers a different and unique approach to storytelling.
I think that if you look at Sundance and Slamdance side by side with one another, they really do complement one another, and they make for a great, you know, American film festival scene.
Amanda Blitz, CHCH News, Park City, Utah. And I asked Peter Baxter what he thought was going to be a huge success this festival, and he said he has high expectations for a movie called Beast Pageant. So if it turns out to be the next Paranormal Activity, remember, you heard it here first. Nick?
All right, we'll keep that in mind. Amanda, what else can we expect to see while you're there?
One thing I'm very excited for, actually, is a documentary called Misrepresentation. It's spelled M-I-S-S and then the word representation. And that's because it's basically a documentary that suggests that the media objectifies women. But the director didn't just interview high school students to get their thoughts on the matter. The director interviewed some really powerful women, including Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, and 2 women that are actually going to be speaking on a panel tomorrow, feminist Gloria Steinem and CBS News anchor Katie Couric. So that's one I'm definitely got on my list. Nick?
All right, that sounds pretty interesting. That's Amanda Blitz live for us tonight in Park City, Utah. Enjoy the festival, Amanda.
Thanks. I will.
All right.